There we go. We're in there. What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in here. Just One Sports Show. Y'all know what it catches. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know who it is. I don't need to explain to y'all none of that. Y'all see what it is, and we right in the middle of the football season. Oh, yeah. Thank everybody for the support. Thank you for all the shares, the likes, the views, all that good stuff. We're going live tonight. We're just going to do it straight like that. I will drop the audio probably tomorrow or something like that. But we're just going to jump on here and talk a little football. As you see, Michael Parsons got a little footage of him rolling. I want to try to do a little something different. I want to go with like a top 5 players in the NFL right now. And that's my pick. That's why I got him up there rolling right now. Mike Parsons, my number 1 pick in the NFL right now. I'm talking about best overall player. I'm talking about including Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, all that good stuff. Who you got, Greasy?
Hey, man, go give me Michael on that thing. I love that boy. You know, it is what it is. You got the game plan for this guy. Got the game plan. But as the more the show goes on, or we get through this little piece, I'm gonna come up with some more. But we're doing top 5, no particular order. Michael Parsons in there for me.
Yeah, man, it's hard to argue with that, man. Michael Parsons is just out of this world, and what's amazing about him is that, like, they're moving him everywhere on the field, and it's just hard to prepare for what Dallas does. So, man, I can't argue with that, man. I don't know who's a close second, really. I can't think of anybody else, man. Really.
Ooh, you already know where I'm at, Juice. Hands down. I see y'all trying to come on over to this Cowboy side of things, man. I already know it. So, yeah, it's the young lion, man. Micah is doing his thing. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a player have such an impactful presence on a defense in the last 20 years or so. Not taking anything from Bosa, you know, not taking anything from TJ Watt. The impact that Micah has as a whole on a side of the ball that's been such a need for the Dallas Cowboys for so long. How can it not be Micah Parsons, man? The boy's a beast. Get that young lion his just due.
Already. And before we move on, I want to send a shout out to Raven Knight with the comment. He called in on the Just Know It Sports Show talk line. You know, the late nights with Greasy the Dawn. And he's a Cowboy fan, and I just want to give him a shout out. What's up, Raven Knight? It is
What's up with the Raven?
And he said them Cowboys, Raven Knight said them Cowboys coming for them 49ers. As he called into the line. But come on, lead us on into this next one, Doc. Who you got?
Yeah, no particular order. I'm going to go, well, y'all know what it is. Michael Parsons, I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. I got to put TJ Watt up in that thing. I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. You'd be a fool not to put Justin Jefferson up there in that thing. And I'm going to show Nick Chubb some love. Despite his gruesome injury, he was still before Monday night. He was on. I think he was on his way to doing something very special. Last year, I think he had 15-25 on the ground, 12 touchdowns. He was still one of the throwbacks to the 80s. Yeah, I'm gonna show some love to Nick Chubb. Can't forget C-Mac. He just broke Jerry Rice's record for the second touchdown at 12. I think that's by design. I think Shane Hagan gonna try to give him. I hope he don't get him hurt. Anytime for the Niners. But that's what it is right now. I'm gonna go Parsons. I'm gonna go Mahomes. I'm gonna go JJ. I'm gonna go Watt. I gotta give TJ Watt some love. We're gonna throw Myles Garrett up in there. Maybe Quinn Williams from the Jets. But just to show Nick Chubb some love from that gruesome injury. Rest of Chubb, get well. Hope you come back, and hope that's not the last of it today. I got Nick Chubb.
All right, I'm gonna go around this thing. I'll round out my top 5 current players in the NFL. Like we said, no particular order. Michael Parsons. I gotta give a shout out to this dude because this dude just been killing me. Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins. I'm not gonna leave that man out. He been balling. And he been balling back in his Give a shout out to Justin Jefferson. Yes, He's in this list. Another cat, I know it's all, I'm like, damn, Breezy, you got a lot of receivers. You're right, Devontae Adams. Or the Raiders. TJ Watt. And one more cat, I think that might be 5, but I'm gonna get one more in here. Mr. Bosa out there in Frisco, baby. That's why he got the juice. Hit us with a juice, man.
Yeah, man. So Michael Parsons by far is number 1. I got to put my boy TJ Watt in there. Also, I got to give Jalen Hurts some love. Patrick Mahomes, and let's see, number 4, just one more.
I know you want to say
I'm at to give Stephon Gilmore some love too. I see why Dallas brought him in there.
Juice, man, I think you're a low-key Cowboys fan, baby. I'm starting to like it.
Hey, man, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, that's 100. I love it. Well, we already know Michael's number 1. I'm going to give Bosa number 2. I think the way, even though he hasn't had that many snaps yet this year, you can just see the swagger come different. Well, let me say this. I kind of got a tie between Bosa and Warner for what they mean for that defense. I think Fred Warner is just a lights-out linebacker. So from a defensive perspective, I think they make each other's job easier. So I like that tandem. I'm going to have them go ahead and tie for that number 2. So I'll give the 49ers some love. Can't wait till that Week 5 matchup, baby. It's going to be going down. Tyreek Hill, right now, man, he's my offensive MVP right now. I mean, you saw what he did with Pat Mahomes. Now you're seeing what he's able to do with Tua. The man is he's a nightmare as far as the matchup aspect is concerned, man. Nobody can hold him. He'll go $2 on you real quick, like boom, and that's it. So I definitely got to give him love. I'm gonna give Pat Mahomes love just because he's still that dude, even though they're struggling right now. I'm telling y'all, let's watch that Bieniemy impact, man. I think there's something going on with KC, with them not having Eric Bieniemy over there. That offense hasn't looked the same just yet. He still got some weapons with Kelsey, but give me Pat Mahomes. I still think he's that dude. And then last one, I'm going to surprise y'all with this one. And this is just because I have high expectations for him this year. But give me Lamar Jackson. Give me Lamar Jackson. I think he's going to do some big things this year. And as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, these boys got like 7 starters out this week coming up, and they still out there balling. So give me Lamar Jackson to clean up that line right there. And, I'm with that. That's my 5 right there.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So we just decided, we're going to kick a little something different on y'all. We had a little footage rolling of some of the players we was discussing up in there. But nonetheless, So Travis Hunter and the boys, Deion Sanders, out there in Boulder, Colorado, they were able to defeat Colorado State. I think there was a bounty. I think the young man that took a shot at Travis Hunter probably got a $5,000 handshake when he got back to campus. One of them boosters. They couldn't beat him. They couldn't really rattle Prime and what he was teaching his kids, so they went out there and they tried to hurt him. That just lets you know Prime is on to something, and he rallied the cage of them haters out there. So y'all continue to keep Prime in your thoughts and surround him with love, because he gonna need it. He keep doing it like that. Word is Warren Sappler will join him out there in the defensive line and get the credits up. Get that paper behind him, he can go out there and he can make a big impact. They get a bunch of the Florida boys and a bunch of the Texas boys going to Boulder. Yeah, it's going to be a problem for the powers to be in the NCAA. So Colorado was able to pull that off. Alabama was able to survive. Texas was able to survive. It was kind of a slow weekend in college football. Tennessee got stomped by Florida. I wasn't expecting that. And that's going to bring us right into the next week. We're going to be on here very long. We're just going to chop it up real quick. So here we are, Prime and the Buffs. This is their first real test. They're going to Oregon with no Travis Hunter. They look a little rattled. As far as confidence is going, early in the game against Colorado State, they was able to pull it off. This is a different test. This is a different animal. I don't think the Ducks are 21 points better than Buffalo. But, yeah, I think this is the come-up for the Colorado Buffaloes. And make no mistake about it, Deion Sanders is not on borrowed time. This is by no stretch. His job is on the line. look, 7-8 wins for Colorado was bad. They've been stomped the last 10 to 15 years. Get a man 7-8 wins, and Prime is gonna be okay. But I'm gonna take the Ducks on this. I got the Ducks, and I think I'll take the Ducks by 10. I would say Colorado keeps it close. Ducks probably score late in the game. Give me the Ducks. Give me 30, and Prime and the Buffaloes give me 20. I think they take that L this week.
Yeah, man. The Bucs have been a great story so far. I mean, we all love what Prime is doing, but I think they come up short this week. The Travis Hunter injury is going to be critical because he's their best player on offense. He's their best player on defense. He's not going to be on the field. Oregon, we know what they bring to the table. Bo Nix has played a lot of football, a lot of experience. So I got the Oregon winning for the shootout. I've got the score 48-38.
Go on, grab it, Big E. I'm gonna go last because I'm about to shock the world.
Yeah, that's a bet. Well, I'm gonna slip in there and do my little shock too because I'm a Prime supporter. I'm a Buffalo's true and true. Now I've been joining the team, joining the movement because it's prime time out there, and you already see what he's been doing out there, man. So I'm taking the Buffs, man, to pull off the upset. It's gonna be like every other game that they played when they've been under facing adversity. It's gonna be a close one, but I like the Buffs by 3. Give me the Buffs 38-35. That's what I see that.
All right. And I know I texted you fellas early in the week, and I gave them a pick, but when Big E text, I was like, and then I heard the coach of Oregon talking about little kids grow up dreaming about going to Oregon. Since when, bro? That's bulletin board material. Little kids dream about going to UT. Little kids dream about LSU. Little kids dream like myself, LSU, Miami, USC, UCLA. My thing is, this is some more bulletin board material. And I got into a big argument with a guy. He talking about he don't like Prime. I said, why? His new smile, just cuz. Give me the cultural movement. I'm switching my pick. Give me the Buff. I like it. Because Oregon, when I saw in that Texas Tech game, they should have caught him there.
Well, okay.
I understand it's in you, Eugene, but give me the Buffs. I'm on the cultural movement. Give me the Buffs.
Okay. So it looks like King Drake came in. He chimed in. He is rolling with the Ducks. He's rolling with the Ducks. Raven Knight says, this is a movement, my brothers. The haters don't believe it, but they shall. I'm with you on that one, Raven, my brother. I think at the end of the day, Prime is going to make a believer out of a lot of these boys, and I want him to keep trademarking everything. Get as every dime as you can up off of them because for years and years and years, the NCAA made money off young athletes, and they didn't get a dime. So if you're a coach or whatever, or you're a player or whatever, get your money, make them pay you for everything. So that's what it is. And the powers that be, like Dave O'Sweeney and all that, they don't want all that to happen. But yes, movement. I'm behind it 100%. If you go back and listen to some of our earlier shows, Jackson State has got to be the dumbest institution on the face of the earth. Like, basically, Colorado was like, we don't have the money, but we know who you are, and you'll help us pay you the money that you deserve. Jackson State was like, go out there and cut the grass. Yeah.
But Doc,
there's levels to it.
But Doc, do you realize that I watched a clip of all the Buffalo, my bad. All the Colorado Buffalo games last year, them stands were damn near empty. So just on ticket sales alone, it's going to come up. And then we talk about concession, apparel. Colorado is trending in the right direction. Prime brings money. And you got to respect it. I mean, y'all can hate. He put these shades on a pair of $67 shades. Y'all cut Prime a check. Cut him a check.
1.2 million in one day just because that Colorado State Colorado State coach said something about him wearing shades. Come on, man.
I cut that shit. Stop playing.
Yes, sir.
I'm all for the movie.
Raven Knight says big facts. Raven Knight says big facts. We're going to have to get Raven on here. He's a Cowboys fan, but he knows sports, so we're going to have to get him on here pretty soon. Appreciate all the love. Raven, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, that share button, all that good stuff, man. Keep calling that line, man. We're going to get you played on this thing, maybe set up an interview. But, yeah, Ohio State University, deep Ohio State University, they are playing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Juice Man, where's the game at? Is it in South Bend or Columbus? I think it's in South Bend, right?
South Bend. South Bend, yeah.
Indiana. Woo! This is not Rocket Israel. This is not Lou Holtz, Jerome Bettis, Rodney Culver, Chris Zorich, none of them dudes, Derek Brown.
Tim Brown.
It ain't none of them dudes. This is not Sean Springs, Eddie George and company and all that good stuff. I'm going to roll with the Ohio State University. I think their offense is just too much. Notre Dame is a nice story. Marvin Harrison goes off 178 yards on 9 catches, 2 touchdowns. Give me the Buckeyes 34. Give me the Irish 24.
Ooh, man.
Come on, Juice. Give us a pick, baby.
Hey, man. The last time the Irish beat Ohio State was in 1936. I think that streak ends this Saturday, man. I think finally the Irish have the athletes to keep up with the Buckeyes. They have a quarterback that's played a lot of football. They're real strong up front. They got a running back that's averaging 8 yards a carry. I think they make the game ugly. They keep it on the ground and keep that high-powered offense of Ohio State off the field. I've got the Irish winning at home, 31-28.
All right. Come on with it, Big E.
Yeah, Juice, you speaking my language, man. I think it's time for the Irish to shake that monkey off their back, man. Hartman has been playing lights out. This is the first time that I can remember in a while that Notre Dame really had a quarterback that they could say, hey, if we need to make that throw in the clutch, we got somebody that can make that throw in the clutch. And their running game, like you said, man, averaging 8 yards a carry, he's banging stone out there, man. So that's the formula to keep OSU off the field. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, Irish going to take this game. It's not going to be a shootout, but I like the Irish 28. I like Buckeyes 26.
Okay. And there we have
26.
See, fellas, this is why I don't like sending y'all my picks before our show. Because I don't have enough time to elaborate on things.
Oh, yeah, you got time. Oh, yeah, you got time. You got to make time, baby. You got time.
But, damn, this is hard, y'all. Y'all know I had this problem last week, and I came through.
Yeah, flip-flopping. We know how you do it.
I'm gonna go, hey, Doc, I don't know who King Dre picked, but I'm going to have to change this pick. That quarterback at Notre Dame, I do like. Okay. I saw the footage on it. This game in South Bend, I thought this game was at the Horse. I thought it was in Columbus. So, no, I'm going to change my pick. Hold on. Hey, wait, hold on, man. Y'all know I'll be tripping. You know what? I'm sticking to my gun. Give me the Buckeyes, baby.
Come on, man. Stick to your guns, man. Stick to your guns, man. Stick to your guns, baby. You know what
Stop hedging them bets over there, Greasy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Stop hedging them bets over there, Greasy.
Hey, look. Me and Doc gonna ride this one out. We gonna ride this one out.
You gotta stick to your guns, man. Don't be afraid. Stick to your guns. He put it out there in the chat. He put it out there in the meeting, the production meeting. He said he's rolling with them Buckeyes, and he gonna roll with them Buckeyes, and that's what that is. Y'all don't be afraid changing up picks and all that. I think King Dre he does not like Notre Dame, but he's Notre Dame because he's a Michigan fan, and that's what Michigan fans do. He wanted to talk about Texas and Baylor. We are not going to talk about Texas and Baylor. There's no Robert Griffin III. There ain't nothing going on down there in Baylor. I would be surprised if the Baylor Bears keep this game within 3 touchdowns. Texas should dominate those boys. Let's see. We had Utah and UCLA. Not much home to write about. I'm gonna roll with the Utes in this one. Haven't seen much of UCLA to sway me one way or the other. What was the other game we had on the lineup? What was it? Oh, Bama and Ole Miss, the battle for the West. Okay, so currently right now, Ole Miss is in first place. They are the only undefeated team in that conference. Nobody's playing in conference games, but they stand at 2-0. Both LSU and Alabama coming in at 1-1. So technically, if Alabama wins this game, it'll be a 3-man race and with a lot of ball left to play. Yeah, Alabama did not look particularly good. I'm still not sold on Ole Miss and what they got going on and all that good stuff. Until you knock Saban out, it is what it is. Give me the Tide at home. Give me the Tide at home by 7. They'll find a way to get it done 27-20.
Just man.
I want to pick the Rebels in this game. I mean, Lane Kiffin.
Wait. Well, y'all go first.
Huh?
Now, last year's Alabama team was better. All y'all roll with Bama. Me and King roll with Ole Miss. But go finish.
Okay, so I just have this feeling that Lane Kiffin is going to get cocky and he's going to go for it on fourth down. And they're not going to make it. They're going to keep Bama alive. Somehow Bama's going to make enough plays in the end. I got Bama winning it, 26-21.
All right. Come on, Big E. What you got, baby?
Man, well, first of all, I want to tell you, Utes. Give me the Utes against UCLA.
I think
Pac-12. I don't know what's going on with that Pac-12, man, but they balling all through and through, man. So we should see a lot more good matchups coming up. We got the USC and Buffs next week too. So I got my eyes on the Pac-12. They're trying to go out on a little legacy, now that the Pac-12 is about to dissolve and everything. But they doing some things over there, man. All them teams is competing real hard. So I'm keeping my eye on that, and I'm watching the Utes. But as far as this Bama and Ole Miss game, as much as I hate to say it, because I am not a Bama fan, give me Bama. And here's why. Because they benched that boy Milroe without any reason to be benching him. He didn't play great against Texas, but he ain't played bad like them other two cats that they put in because they didn't do a thing against South Florida. So he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder. He's coming in to prove that this is my spot, and I like him to just skull drag Ole Miss this weekend. I think they're going to win by about 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel you, but see, this King Dre almost said.
Did he say?
Skull drag.
Wow, I ain't heard that one in a minute. Skull drag.
I had to take it back old school, Lodo.
Back to the lunchroom table where all this started. But I want to ask you guys a question. So if I got 3 quarterbacks, how many quarterbacks I got?
None.
No. Alabama don't have a quarterback, and they will be facing a formidable SEC opponent. Ole Miss has defense, and they damn sure got offense. You guys picking the same teams y'all picked last year. Now, me and King, we gonna roll with these run. We gonna roll with Ole Miss, these rebels. Ole Miss will not lose a football game until they face them LSU Tigers.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
That's when they're gonna lose. This Sunday, give me Ole Miss, baby. Give me Ole Miss 27. Give me Bama 20.
Okay.
20.
Okay, Greasy with the upset. What did King Dre chime in? I think King Dre went with the Tide, didn't he?
No. King Dre went with Ole Miss.
King Dre went with Ole Miss. There it is. You see it. The Just North Sports Show. That's that call-in number. You see it rolling across the bottom of your screen. That is 832-619-0412. Big shout out to Raven Knight. Left us a voicemail. We're going to get that extracted and get that put on here. But you see it right there. 832-619-0412. Just North Sports Show. Every Friday night, 8 p.m. Anchor FM, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Unless we go live or whatever, you'll catch us on the socials. You know where we at. Keep smashing that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, all that good stuff. So we're gonna wrap this up, but yeah, we got some NFL games to discuss real quick. And we're gonna get up out here and let y'all enjoy y'all Friday night and all the football and all the wonderful sunshine and all that good stuff. We got Titans Browns. We got Nick Chubb. I was looking forward to Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry going at it, the battle of the backs. I think the two best backs in the NFL, but Chubb again suffered that gruesome injury. I don't think it was necessarily a dirty play by Minka, but it happens. He got hit low, and yeah. At any rate, no Nick Chubb. Tennessee is bad. Tennessee is a bad football team, and Cleveland's nothing to write home about. Tennessee is just a bad football team. It's like, yeah, I can't even describe it. Tennessee's a bad football team. Cleveland is nothing to write home about. They probably should have beat the Steelers, because the Steelers' offense really didn't do anything. It was the Steelers' defense. T.J. Watt went Lawrence Taylor 82 Thanksgiving, and they were pulling that thing off. But that's no knock. You got to beat who's on your schedule. Again, Tennessee's just a bad football team. Deshaun Watson is not playing like Randall Cunningham 89 or nothing like that. And they probably got the win knocked out of them with the Chubb loss. But I cannot pick the Tennessee Titans seeing what I see. As long as they got Tannehill behind center, that's a underachieving average ball club. Giving the Browns on the road, despite losing all-pro running back Nick Chubb.
What it do, Juice?
Man,
hey, before you start, I want to interrupt. What I tell you, what I tell them Steelers what's gonna do? What I tell you? What got on me?
This feels like a pick'em game. I mean,
basically,
Cleveland lost their best player on offense. Tennessee, they have a one-dimensional offense. I mean, it's Derrick Henry or bust. I have to give the edge to the Browns because they can get after the quarterback. I'm predicting that Myles Garrett will get a couple sacks. I got a low-scoring game. I got Browns 16, Titans 10.
Hold on, before we switch, Juice, you gonna pick them again? You even
I'm picking the Browns. I'm picking the Browns. Yes, I'm picking them again.
All right. Come on, Eugene.
Hey man, I don't know what's going on in Cleveland. I know that injury to Chubb, I think, really has taken some life out of him for sure. But Deshaun Watson, man, I have never seen a quarterback get 2 face mask penalties in a game, ever. Ever. So there's something going on up here with him. And, you know, watching what happened with Baker Mayfield, now you're watching what happened with Deshaun Watson. Baker Mayfield's out in Tampa Bay right now, and he's doing all right. Deshaun Watson then kind of fell off coming into Cleveland. So it makes me question the leadership there and maybe that offensive system. So that being said, I think Tennessee is just the team to sneak them, to really expose them, to let it be like, get this ball rolling with asking some questions out there in Cleveland and what's really going on.
Right.
Because if you lose to Tennessee, there's something up in that franchise that needs to be discussed. Right. And it ain't necessary. I'm not going to put it all on Deshaun Watson, but I really think there's something going on with that offense. If you got quarterbacks that can throw the ball, deliver the ball, but then they get in your offense and all of a sudden it's just they're not who they were. You know what I mean? Or they go away and they start shining some more. It makes me want to question that offense that Stefanski's running out there. So I think Tennessee is going to sneak them. It's not going to be a blowout game or anything like that, but give me Tennessee by 3. I say 21-18, you know.
Hey, with these scores, boy, you be killing me with these scores. Like. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, they be right.
They be close. If they ain't right, they close.
It ain't just horseshoes, baby. But he made some interesting points about the Cleveland Browns. It's one thing I love about Tennessee. They play that high-powered, here I go, San Diego talk, LA Charger offense. They did a great job. Cleveland, that's not what this is. I saw the Steelers basically just get after it. The Titans can get after it. This rival goes back way before the Titans. This some Oilers, Cleveland Browns stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say it like this: I know me and Juice Man. I told Juice Man somebody gonna put Derrick Henry on his wallet, and he gonna throw. Derrick Henry gonna have over 100 yards this game. Give me Derrick Henry for a buck 29 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. I like the Titans in this game at the house to improve to 2-1, and the Browns will continue to be the Browns. They'll slide to 1-2. Give me Tennessee in this game, 27-21, baby.
All right, got the Titans. There it is. What up, B. Smith? B. Smith said Cunningham. Deshaun Watson's not looking like Cunningham back then. Raven Knight, appreciate all the love. Again, he said great vibe. We definitely appreciate it. So let's just get some picks. We got the Packers. They are hosting the New Orleans Saints. The Saints still 2-0. They get Alvin Kamara back next week, so he's serving a 3-game suspension for a brawl in Las Vegas. I think it was February, March of it was the winter this year. So he's serving 3-game suspension. Saints holding it over until he comes back. Michael Thomas is get to get in the end zone, but he's getting 7-8 targets a game, about 60 yards so far. It's just a matter of time for him getting in the end zone. I like the Packers and what Jordan Love is doing, but I'm in love with this New Orleans Saints defense. I think the Packers lose this one. Yeah, I think the Packers lose this one. Close, ugly. Give me the Saints 20, give me the Packers 14. And yeah, we're going to do it like that. Remember, I do have the Saints as one of the teams that could represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, we'll pump the brakes a little bit in San Francisco, Dallas, and Philadelphia because Kamara's coming back. And I'm telling you, that's a complete team out there. They're not looking too bad right now. They're going to figure it out. They're going to put it all together. But, yeah, give me the Saints in that one. Who you got, Juice, man?
Yeah, man. Packers looked good last week, but they were playing against a mediocre Bears team. Saints, we know what they bring to the table. They're a more complete team all around, so I got the Saints beating Packers 28-14.
The Packers are actually coming off an ugly loss to the Falcons.
Hey.
The Falcons beat the Packers. Nobody saw that coming. Hey, big up to the Packers. Big up to the Falcons.
And we all put bird droppers on the Falcons.
Yeah, we definitely did that. But that boy Bijan Robinson out there banging stone, running slot, everything. That boy, I like him for the rookie of the year, man, for the Falcons. But getting on these Packers, Saints, never, ever pick them Packers to do anything. Ever since they robbed my boy Dez Bryant, I can't rock with you at all. So you already know, give me the Saints. Give me the Saints big. I say at least by 10, 30-20. I give them that, 30-20.
Boy, look at him, boy. Y'all ain't right at all. But hey, especially Juice. I saw that jam somebody they played the best.
Oh yeah, that was week 1. My bad.
Yeah, but I'm like knocking this one. I love the Saints defense. Derek Carr, he's still trying to get familiar. Kamara, this gonna be the last game. Then he's gonna come back. I like the Saints in this one, fella. I love the Saints in this one. I get a bold prediction on the Saints about the passing yards, about the win. Let me get the Saints in this one, baby. 21, Saints 21, Packer 13.
Okay. Big E, I'm going to let you handle this question right here. We got B. Smith on the line. He says, how big of an impact would Diggs' injury have in Dallas?
Well, I know B. Smith over there wanting me to be all nervous and shook, like his Eagles about to come out and do something. But let me tell you like this here, man. Zip. Zero, zilch, no impact. Because we got that young line out there anchoring the defense, man. Dan Quinn has been stacking picks, stacking players. We run deep at every position. We'll miss Diggs. I'm not going to act like we're not going to miss Diggs, but we got people that can replace Diggs and still make this defense do what it needs to do because it's all about that front seven, them getting pressure. And then we got the corners to still cover down the field. And the way that pass rush is, the quarterback is just going to be just trying to get rid of the ball, man. He ain't even going to be looking at who he's throwing it to. Half of them passes going to be out of bounds. So at the end of the day, I don't see it having that much of an impact at all. We'll miss him, but we'll be that much better of a team when he comes back for next year. So
who y'all got coming up, Big E?
This week?
Yeah. Who y'all got? The Cardinals?
The Cardinals. The Cowboys play the Cardinals. And
that's going to be a blowout.
Not this Sunday night, but next Sunday night is the big one in Santa Clara.
It is.
So, yeah. You know, we have a lot to say about that one.
Oh, yeah. We're going to need a whole segment.
Oh, yeah. We might need a whole 45 minutes over that one. I mean, you can go back to Gene. Yeah, you can go back to Gene Washington versus Dandy Don Meredith on that one. I mean, that thing go back 50 years of playoff games and all that stuff. So
yeah, I might have to hit my boy Rome up to give him to come in and get a drop because he's a 49er through and through. And we be talking that trash, boy. You already
know one thing. We got a big game this Sunday night.
Oh.
Big game this Sunday night, baby.
Raiders and Steelers.
Raiders and Steelers, baby. This Sunday
night.
That's a battle of the basement, man.
In first place.
Both of them. Both of them one injury away from having the number one pick in the 2024 NFL draft. But we get ready to slide up out of here. The Monday night game this week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, surprising 2-0, are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, who look like they're a little bit hungover, but they still managing to win. They was able to do what they did against the Patriots. Got that dub. That's a hard place to win. So I got to give Philadelphia their props. It's kind of cold. Well, not cold, but it's kind of rainy, kind of slick out there. And then they was able to put up a lot of points against Minnesota. They kind of really dominated Minnesota. Kirk Cousins do what Kirk Cousins do. He was down 15, 20 points, threw a late touchdown, and they had 300 yards, and Justin Jefferson had 107 yards. Hey, Mom, I threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's how he collected. That's that man's whole career. I'm telling you. That's that man's whole career. He never won a meaningful playoff game. He falls behind. He's got a good enough offense, and he dinks and dunks his way down the field the second half. And you look up, Kirk Cousins got 350 yards and 3 touchdowms.
Kirk stat.
Yeah, he's getting the brakes beat off for you.
Yeah, Kirk stat Patton Cousins. That's what I call him.
Patton Cousins. I like this game. This is a tough game. No knock on Philly. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Bucs. I want to go Philly, but something's telling me Monday night in Tampa Bay, I think the Bucs gonna get him. I don't know what it is with Baker touchdown making Mayfield, and him and Mike Evans got a little something going on. I don't know what it is. I like the Bucs, and I'm gonna take the Bucs in this one, 31-28. Give me the Bucs by a field goal.
They gonna put up that many points. Stop.
Yep. 31-28. I think Philly can still score. Philly can still run the ball. You can't stop that running game. You really can't stop that fourth and short. Philly's defense isn't playing that good. They're not like they were last year, 70 sacks. This is nowhere near that type of defensive pressure. I like a lot of points in this game. Give me the Bucs late, and then kick a field goal. The Bucs go to 3-0. That's what I got. I got Tampa Monday night.
You know, all right, Juice. Come on, Juice. What you got on?
Bucks look good for right now, but I'm still not. I'm not a Baker Mayfield guy, and I still think, Philly. They still look. They don't look as dominant as they did last year, but I still think they have a better team. I'm going to go with Philly in a high-scoring affair. I got Philly winning by a touchdown, 35-28.
No points don't come from. But okay, come on, Big E. I don't know where all come from, but okay.
Yeah, right. Hey, I like what Tampa Bay is doing so far. And I'm giving them the nod because they're at home. Baker Mayfield playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's had Odell Beckham, he had Jarvis Landry, but he's never had a Mike Evans. And I think that's the difference of why he's playing so well right now. So I like Tampa Bay in this game, man. It's still going to be a close one, too, but I like Tampa Bay 24-20.
All right. I like what Juice Man said. I like what Doc. I like what all you fellas talked about as far as key points in the game. One thing I want to address is that Philly D line. The way you're able to take 8 guys and rotate them in and out, they're gonna be on Baker Mayfield. Thus far, hasn't seen a D line like this. They're gonna be on his neck. They're gonna be on his neck, fellas. And the Bucks haven't faced an offense like, hey man, hey, give me the Eagles 31, give me the Bucks 14.
Ooh, no respect.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Greasy is at the bottom of the NFL pickup.
Pulling up the rear, he is.
Hey, I'm serious though. That D-line, hey man, I would love for my Ravens to have it. And I mean, who's Tampa played in their first 2 games? Come on, y'all, really?
The Bears and the Vikings. So you're right. They really ain't played.
This Eagle offense can get kicked in gear and get the rolling. The Bears is one thing growing up. They always had a consistent defense that kept them in ball games. And
Vikings defense isn't that bad though.
It's not, but they lost a lot. The Vikings.
They're not in the back end though, Biggie.
I think they missed Thielen on offense. I can
see that.
But you got AJ Brown and hey man, hey, this is gonna be hard, man. I can't see Tampa. Baker, y'all see the Mike Evans, the Godwins, and who's running the football. You gotta do something to keep that defense honest. That D line is Philly's D line, and somebody else rotates that D line in and out. Might be the Cowboys.
You know it's the Cowboys.
You know what? Demarcus and what's his name? Michael. Hey,
but here's my thing with Philly though. They're still adjusting to having new coordinators on both sides of the ball, right? Okay. So I think this is one of those games that really going to be a test of what kind of plays they calling in the trenches when things get thick, when they dialing up that blitz, when they putting that pressure on Baker. Because Baker, he's not a great quarterback. He's a serviceable quarterback, but he moves well in the pocket. And he's good at getting out and getting them 7 to 8 yard scampers to get first downs and keep them chains moving. So that's why I think it's going to be a little bit more pressure on Philly to contain him, especially with him having that big target that he can just throw it up to in Mike Evans. So that's why I like Tampa Bay to do what they're going to do this week.
Okay.
Hey, that makes sense. And we're here for it all. See, like I said again, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. We appreciate all the love. Raven Knight, B. Smitty. Everybody view it on YouTube. Everybody view it on the Facebook page. Just Noise. We appreciate all that, y'all. Again, like I said, smash that share button, that like button, that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And next week, like I said, Recognize said a good test. You're absolutely right. It is a good test. And the pressure is definitely coming out. We're gonna see if Philly can turn that thing around. Like I said, they had an NFL record, I believe, 70 sacks last year. It hasn't looked quite the same, but we haven't even made it through the first quarter of the season. So it's not time to panic in Philly, and Tampa Bay is looking better than expected. We was all expecting, the Saints to pretty much run away with that division, albeit they have beat the Bears and they have beat the Vikings.
But I did pick the Bucks. I did pick the Bucks to battle the Saints. I was feeling that Carolina and Atlanta stuff.
Right, absolutely. That's what I said. It is what it is. You got to beat who's in front of you, and they handle business. So that's exactly what that is. But yeah, we're gonna slide up out of here. We'll be back next week. We're gonna talk a little Dallas, Frisco, and we'll talk a couple more NFL games, and we'll get your questions. Y'all keep pounding that voicemail line. Eventually, we'll figure out how to get y'all online or get y'all here in the studio to comment. Might have a guest next week. Big E's got a San Francisco fan, and we're going to pull it up and get this thing going and see what's going down. But yeah, for real, y'all enjoy all that Colorado, all that Notre Dame, Ohio State. Y'all enjoy all of it, man. And we're here for it all. Just doing a sports show. The Dr. Producer got that Breezy Dunn, Juice Man, the Boogie. We got Big E King Gray on the side. But we'll see y'all next week. We might go live again. Y'all don't forget to copy that audio. Amazon, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. We out of here.
Peace.